Yeah, sure. Let's hire a strider.
You cannot take on any more followers without releasing one of your current companions.
That's fine. So, Rickard, thanks for joining us. I'm going to send you away with a gift. Sure, have a pumpkin. Just go ahead and rate this guy. Battle rating was pretty good. Helpfulness is alright. Comments? None.
I'd hope to serve you adequately. May our paths cross again.
Welcome back to Dragon's Dogma, everybody. So that was basically the entirety of the online interaction that you saw just there. You can hire pawns from other people around the world who are also playing the game, and when you are done with them, if they haven't died, you can give them a rating and send them off with a gift for the other player who had that pawn. They will take not only the experience that they gained, but also the encounter experience or even the quest experience. So you can have them come back to the other player and say, I know how to fight this enemy, or I know what to do in this quest. And that is beneficial for the other person if they want to pay attention to that, or they can ignore that and just play the game how they want. So you are, in a way, helping other people through your single-player interactions with all of them. It's just really cool. It's not forced online, but if you want to play online, you can get very beneficial help from other players around the world who are also playing the game. It's great. This is great. I like playing single-player games, not multiplayer. This is awesome.
We can safeguard your belongings. Have your bag.
All right. Learn or set
Will
skills.
it be today?
Let's see what we can learn. We've not done this yet, and we're level 8. So it's probably time that we need to start investing in new skills. All we have at this point are Scarlet Kisses. We need to learn some other stuff. So, dagger skills. What can we learn? There's some expensive stuff here. Dives through the air while spinning, blades extended. Especially effective when performed from high places. Ensnare. Cast out cords to snare lightweight foes, pulling them to the ground to incapacitate them. Basically Spider-Man. Toss and trigger. Steps in with a blade strike that sends the target aloft. Additional button presses throw and detonate a store of powder. Okay, this one I find rather fun, because even though we are not a magic user, this gives us an elemental attack if our mage is incapacitated and can't help us out. If the opponent is resistant to physical damage, this at least gives them some elemental damage. Very useful. I like it. Or maybe I'm completely wrong. I don't know any better. Biting Wind, that can be fun. I don't think I will, though. I only have 960 more discipline, so I'm not going to buy another one of these. Bow, Triad Shot, fires 3 arrows in a wedge pattern. Full Bend, draws a bow with all the user's might, then looses a shot straight ahead. Cloudburst Volley, sends a wall of arrows skyward to rain down on a broad area. I kind of like the idea of Full Bend the most at the moment. A broad-ranged flurry of dagger blows, punctuated with a fierce kick, a dagger skill. So it's just a basic passive skill. Another dagger skill. Quick Loose, requires less time to knock the next arrow. Okay, that's kind of cool. Maybe not yet, but I like that one. Augments. These are fun. Decreases recoil after firing your bow. Enables you to clamber up cliffs and other terrain more quickly. Extends the limits of your stamina. Yeah. Rico, what can you learn? Broad Cut. Cuts a broad swath with the blade while falling back to avoid attacks. Tusk Toss. Traces a grand skyward arc with the blade, sending lightweight foes into the air. That's actually kind of fun. Skyward Lash. Looses a flurry of skyward slashes well suited to bringing flying foes to ground, if they're in range of your blade. I kind of like the idea of Tusk Toss. That sounds like it would be kind of funny. Shield Strike. Strikes a blow with the shield that causes little damage but forces the target to drop their guard. That could be useful in the quest coming up. Springboard. Launches allies into the air using the shield, a supporting technique for tandem moves. This is good against flying enemies, but I've never gotten it to work, even though I've tried with other pawns in other games. Unleashes a barrage of strikes using the shield. I don't get the point of that one. Dire Onslaught, an advanced form of a base skill adding a new pattern to chains of sword slashes. I don't get it, but okay. Takedown. Okay. Fitness. Halves the stamina consumed when you lift objects or grapple hold opponents. Extends the limits of your health. Don't really have a whole lot of options here, do we? I guess I'll get Springboard just to see if something can happen with it. After you buy a skill, you do have to equip it, as well as the augments, and you have a limit of what you can do.
What will it be today? Have your pick. Come again soon.
Thank you. And those don't cost money, they cost vocation points, which is basically something that you earn as you level up in your vocation.
That terrible creature. I saw it from my spot at the post. What was it? It's been dispatched then? Thank the Maker. Hold a moment. Is Kina not with you? She was said to lead the village in search of art for your wounds. I thought you accompanied her. These are dark times for a girl alone in the wilds. Any idea where she might be off to?
Well sturdy, this place. We'll need Kina's help for this.
The chief worries after Kina as well. I pray she wouldn't attempt the forest alone. If another beast such as that Hydra were to appear.
She'd die. Alright, let's head back to Cassardis. We have a long and difficult quest to start working on.
Perhaps we'll find ore among the crags that litter this place. It's safest on the roads.
Suddenly I regret hiring you just because of your voice. Okay, we're back. Hi there, Chief Adaro. You want to tell me about Kina?
Hold, Minnow. I'd have your ear a moment. It's been a full sun since last I saw Kina. She spoke of the witchwood to find a cure for your wound. If she's gone there for true, I beg of you, find Kina and see her back safely, ere some ill befalls her.
Yeah, we'll do that eventually. Ignore the text that was at the bottom of the screen there.
Gives me chills just to think of it. I didn't. I'll make no excuse, cousin. I hid in the well for fear of the dragon. And let me tell you this. You'd be wise to keep your distance from that pit. I was too craven to venture far. And lucky thing, a queer growl echoed back with the sound of water from further in. There's aught down there. Mark my words. I could feel it, I could. You'll not see me going back down there to find out what... What? You mean to go down there? You're a right hero. Here, if you're set on going, take this with you. It should have some use to it left. I'll not soon forget your bravery, cousin. Pray, just come back alive.
Oh boy. Before we get started on that, I'm going to check the notice board to see if there's anything new up there. And there's another quest that I forgot about, which is very annoying for me to do. Slay 24 giant bats. 50,000 gold. Definitely going to hang on to that one. Holy cow. Okay, do I need to do anything else before I head in there? I think we're all kitted out. I could buy Rico a shield, but I won't. Rook is nearing his usefulness. Rook is nearing the end of his usefulness, but I'm going to keep him around. One thing to think about whenever you have pawns that you're beginning to outclass is that pawns that you hire do not level up with you. So GGG4 and Rook will never level up. They will never get stronger. If you equip them with new equipment better than what they have, you will lose that equipment. They will just automatically take it back to the person that they have from their original game. It's kind of like an additional gift for them. I know you can't get the equipment that they had before them, but if you dismiss them, then you can say they did a good job and like send an additional benefit back to the person who originally had the pawn. In Rook's case, however, he doesn't belong to a particular person. He is an offline pawn, meaning that he's just in the game. He already exists in every single game. You're going to find him no matter what. And there are other pawns like him, but there's no one to send him back with. So unless we find a mage that is already stronger than Rook, I don't see a point in actually dismissing Rook. We're just going to keep him around for now. So eventually Rook is going to die, but in this case, there's not a benefit to sending him off earlier. I see rats.
Which way should we go?
Them's big rats too. I'm hearing more. Another thing to be aware of, and I hate it every single time, is that you can find very small snakes in places like this.
What's this?
Like snakes of actual size. And you'll see them coiled up, and when they jump out at you, they'll poison you,
Bridge is too far decayed.
but it's very difficult to notice them. Okay, bat. Did anybody get that bat? We did. Cool. Go ahead and cast it. Go ahead and cast it. Go ahead and cast it. There you go.
Treasure, perhaps?
Excuse you. I think the bats typically just drop nuts. I don't think I remember seeing them with anything else. I think that there is a treasure chest down here somewhere. But we have to be very careful about the water. I never got into it before, but there is... in lore, there is a creature of the... There's a snake. Not sure where it went, but okay. Where'd it go? As I was saying, there are...
You all right, Master?
Screw you! Yeah, I'm taking poison damage. Thank you. The poison will wear off eventually. As I was saying, in lore, there is a creature in the water that will just take you away. If you stay in the water too long or go in too deep, it will take you back to shore. But if your pawns fall in the water too deep and it takes them away, they disappear. It's basically an instant kill. So beware the deep water. These bats are more persistent than I recall them being. Thought there was another one. Seriously? Surely that poison's gonna wear off eventually. Jeez, that took forever.
This looks interesting.
And I can't see bats up there either, so... Oh my gosh, stop. I feel like there's going to be another rat around the corner here. Essentially what the situation we're in right now, though, is a dungeon crawl in a cave.
Master?
I can't see through the magic. I feel there's something in this room. Come on. There's a rat. 2 rats. I can't shoot. Yay!
This looks interesting.
I actually do need these skulls to upgrade Rico's equipment. So that's kind of nice.
We best take care of this.
Thank you.
What's that?
We finished up another quest. What was that? Nurse log sap? I don't recall that.
We've no choice but to come.
Why, yes there is. Alright, down here we've got saurians, very large humanoid lizards. If you want a tip for killing these things, aim for the tail. The majority of them is armored, but their tails are weak. You can even cut it off if you are able to do enough damage to it. In addition to that, though, by cutting off their tails, you can also get a special material from it. There it goes. Not all the time, but some of the time. Can I get this now? No, not now. I see you over there. I believe that they have 2 weak points. I could be wrong about this. I believe that their weak point is the tail and their forehead. But I can't remember for sure if their head is weak or if it's extra plated for more defense. It has been a long time since I played this. Yes, it is one of my favorite games, but it's deliberate. I guess now is probably a good time to explain that. I very deliberately do not want to become a masterful, knowledgeable person about this game. There are people that have done it. I have seen videos of people who know exactly how a monster is going to behave when you're at a certain position in relativity to theirs. And that is impressive, but that is not the kind of gameplay experience that I want. I want to keep the magic alive in games if I can. With Morrowind, so it is. When it comes to games like Morrowind or Legend of Zelda, the magic that you get from playing through them, it's only going to happen once, really. And after that point, you're like, what else can I learn about this game more deeply? And to a sense, this game is also like that, but because of how the post-game works, you can keep on playing through this game, and you can do, like with all the classes that there are available to you, you can come back to play new classes and have everything be new again. And if you take the time to just educate yourself fully about everything, every playthrough can be different. Whereas for stuff like Elder Scrolls or Zelda, whatever you want to do, you can do it in one save file, more or less. Very rare is the opportunity where you can't do something in a save file. At least that's the case now. In Morrowind, you could absolutely screw things up royally, either for a quest line or for, like, even the main quest. You can screw things up terribly. In recent games, though, not so much, at least when it comes to Elder Scrolls. I'm trying to. Good shot. Just completely launched him. Report back. Awesome. We'll do that. Kind of seems like there's something over here, though. The way is blocked by fallen stone. Well, is there an explosive barrel somewhere around here that we could maybe use to wreck it? It'd be kind of fun. Well, if nothing else, we've completed that quest, so we're good now. We can technically go in deeper. Gather point. It looks like there's 2 ways to go. I believe that way over there is a dead end, so I'm going to go explore over there if I can. Yeah, you guys can check it out. Give me this. Alright. Also, in case you haven't noticed, my lantern has gone out. That's because I jumped in the water. Yeah, the game is serious about that stuff. Don't jump in the water with a lit lantern, you're going to put it out. Well, it's still functional, don't worry about that, but if you're going to jump in the water with a lit lantern, it's going to go out. You can fix it by just turning it off and then back on again, but you have to go through your whole menu for that, so it's tedious. You don't really want to do it. So I just kind of ignore it until my wet condition wears off and eventually it'll turn back on its own. But until then, we don't have our own light source. We have to rely on the pond's light. Okay, so now that this quest is done, I'm going to go back and report this in. The thing is, there's a light. The thing is, I can keep going. There's no problem with that. But also, I'm starting to notice that there are a lot of points around here where I can start mining for resources. And I want a pickaxe. So I am going to also go buy a pickaxe. I'll probably get a gold reward for this. I can probably sell some Saurian tails. 1 or 2 of them should be able to give me exactly what I need to be able to afford one. Where are you? There you are.
You've slain the monsters of the well, have you? Truly, you are a wonder, cousin. I think upon it, 'twas my hiding in the well what brought the danger to light. I take no credit, mind. I simply feared I'd be blamed for releasing monsters upon the village for having opened up the well. 'Tis a relief in all you're doing, cuz. Here, I owe you at least this much for all you've done. I shall strive to learn from your example. commit myself to becoming a soldier fit to defend the land and its people. Honest.
I've learned what to do in this quest.
Blessings of Akatosh upon you. Yeah, that is plenty of gold. I don't even need to sell the Saurian tail, but maybe I will. I don't know. Let's find out.
You suppose this dried fish keeps like
Howdy, 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 Estella.
I only wish I had more to offer.
Give unto me the tool I require, a pickaxe. Thank you so very much. You can also buy a pickaxe for your pawn, and they will start helping you in mining some stuff. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. One for Rico. Just because it'll help me out in the long run if I don't have to mine every single thing, because it does tend to get bogged down a lot.
I had more to offer.
Still, where is that? Oh boy. Let's just go ahead and sell the stuff that's turning bad. Ooh. That one's junk though. Skull. Interestingly, the Saurian tail, it can restore your stamina, but it's meant more as a material. I'll hold on to one for now. Just use this to get some gold. It's fine.
I only wish I had. You always will.
Now that that's done,
Produce looks quite fresh. They've wares to sell here.
I have noticed.
Easier going.
Thank you, Rico.
This area now.
Alright, now we can explore this place a bit more thoroughly.
What's this?
I don't think anything will have respawned at this point. Part of the reason why I did not want to come to this quest early on was because the Saurians can tear you apart if you are not a high enough level. They'll resist your attacks too strongly for you to feel like you're doing anything, really, making any kind of progress. You need a full team of pawns when you're at this low of a level. Saurians can be dangerous. We'll be fine. Don't worry about it. I haven't gotten the wet condition yet. Just jump over the deep parts. Screw you, bats. Thank you. Nope, 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 nope. Shrooms, anybody? Make for a really fun night later on. This is interesting. What be back here? It be a bat. Die, bat. Also, a little bit of an interesting note about getting yourself the soaked condition. It is possible that you can be in water and not get the soaked condition, but if you bend down to gather stuff up, then you might be low enough to submerge enough of your body in the water to get the soaked condition. It takes that stuff into account too, which again, some games today are doing that easily enough, but 2012, they thought of a lot of this stuff. They were very careful about this game. A lot of the stuff that's put together in here, it doesn't feel like it was a thing that was meant to be a type of cash grab. Are they back? I'm hearing sounds. They better not be back. I don't think they're back. Well, doy. Emperor's Pillar. If you say so. I just really appreciate the work that they put in here, and it feels like it's not a cash grab kind of game because it is a new, at the time, it was a new IP. There's snakes in here. You do that.
This looks interesting.
Come on. I know there's a snake in here. I can sense it. There they are. I see them. I see them. Is that all?
What's that?
I genuinely can't tell. There's one. Got him. Well, there was something over here. Did somebody else grab it? It's not what I was trying to do. I just want to test this out. I've never tried this before. Let's see if I can like throw the oil over there. If it'll have an effect on the rock, maybe then I can set it on fire. Hey Rico, mind that for me, will you? Nah, it doesn't look like it. Okay, so we'll probably need somebody with a really strong magic spell at some point to be able to break that down. Over yonder, there's another one. Sand layer ore. I like that name. Rock! Sand layer ore. Sand layer ore. Sand layer ore. I'm very unfamiliar with those in particular. I don't know if they'll be used for anything. I'll hang on to them for sure, but they might just end up getting sold later or stored and forgotten about. Depends on how many of them we have by the time we're out of here. Just walk right through it. Okay. Where's the next snake? Snake. No. I'm sure there's a snake in here. I mean, stuff is appearing, but obviously there's a snake in here, right? There has to be. Now I can see, but I'm not seeing a snake. Hey! Oh.
Have a look.
This looks interesting.
Come on, get him. Aha!
What's that?
We have a quest to kill mice. There's 2 of them. The door is shut. Where's the rest of them? That's a lot of gold.
Combat needn't be grueling, Risen. If the party needs adjusting, adjust it.
Well, dur. Another rat. Mouse. Whatever. I'm sure there were more mice. There's one. They're not worth a whole lot of experience, but they will get us a quest and reward if I can kill enough of them. I think that one's dead. I don't know if there's any more in here that I can't see. My pawns are just watching me do all this like, are you okay, dude? Can I see anything from over here? I can see a barrel.
What's that?
Looks like a flask of water. Okay, but I know that there are for sure more snakes in here somewhere. Where do they be?
What's this?
Looks like water. Nah. No.
Did you say something?
I'll ill miss this dank place.
Didn't say something intentionally. Really? Is that it? I thought for sure there was a room with a whole bunch of snakes, kind of like in this area. Maybe there was the only one. Alright, this is the end of the dungeon. We can leave, but I'm just going to go back the way we came because there's plenty of stuff to see. Whenever we get to the part where that cave in exits, I'll point it out. But we don't need to worry about that right now. We can take the long way around. There's more to see, there's more combat to do, there's more stuff to collect. Basically, a lot of this game and the enjoyment therein is the adventure of it. So we're going to take our time. This is going to be an adventure. I'm not going to be rushing through it. I'm just going to take my time, show things off. I want for everyone watching this game to enjoy it to the entirety. Even though I'm not going to be able to show you everything that there is because I don't know everything that there is. Just hopefully you'll enjoy what you see, and if I'm lucky, you'll get a taste for more of it. That's really the point of this entire series. It's to show off something that I think is really great, that not a lot of people seem to be recognizing. I just think that this game is extremely underrated. Even today, it's still really, really good. It's kind of showing its age in a few ways, but I still think it's just exceptionally good. So I want to show it off. Anyway, we've cleared out that dungeon. Next time, I think we're going to come in here and do this quest, which I find very annoying and difficult to do, but I'm just going to get it out of the way. I wish I knew where some more mice were that I could hunt down. Are there any mice in here? Anyway, thanks for joining me today, everyone. I will see you next time when who knows what all else we'll do. Hey, large fish. Take care of yourselves and have a great day.